Right, we'll start again. Okay, because YouTube's having some funky things to do with my channel. You're going to have 50 subscribers first of all. Now, 50 subscribers means, hold on, you got to do a video to get subscribers. So if you want to start up a YouTube channel now, I don't think you've got much chance of it happening. Tax the riches, or the top rich, this 45p tax thing, 45 pence, only applies to the top 5%, as you can see, 45%. It's only the top 5% of the world's richest people. Why? Because these world's rich people own or think they own all the resources, or trade in all the resources. We call it the system of the establishment. Okay. So 45, you can also look in COVID-19. Yeah, this number here, 45, is also a COVID variant, 45A to B. You can go research that. I want you to go look it up. So basically what they do, they come on the telly and they say that the top 5% of earners, yeah, are going to have to pay this 45p tax. They go, yeah, everybody goes, yay. Now 4 plus 5 equals 9. 5 minus 4 equals 1. 19. As stated, it's got a relation to 9 plus 1 is 10. That's number 1. Oh, computer AI. Right, artificial intelligence. So they're buying time on this because they don't really know what to do, because it's called the wisdom model, or these are WIP. Look up these verbs. The BIT is behavioral institutional team. You've got the WIP, which is something wisdom, whatever, psychological intervention, and MMA, moral, military, and alert. Basically, how they use this. The first one that we have was 3DWS. So basically, as you can see, you go from A to B, B to A, ABBA, Mamma Mia. And then we can go on like that. Do you know what I mean? You can actually clearly see that the top 5% of people, 5, 5, they love this number 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. And also how they do it, because they like infinity, or try to get to infinity, or basically a free roll, a free story. Not happened really, didn't really depend. 3.14, and you go to 5 digital places, you come out with a number. Okay, they always use 5 digital places of pi, which is IP address, which is pi. Yeah. And therefore, the Bank of Warren versus Warren Buffett's bank, they said that the government made a U-turn, yeah. Now the next logical conclusion is to go from 5 to 6. So you go from 6A to get to B, which is 5, because where we left off up here. And then we have to reverse it. Then we have to use the 5 again, and then they do a U-turn. Now the government, Bank of England's already stepped in once, and it's already stepped in twice. Because 6 plus 5 equals 11. That means the Bank of England have stepped in twice to reverse a U-turn. The U-turn is 81. 180 degrees is a U-turn. 81. Okay, 180 degrees, a U-turn. 81. 8 plus 1 is 9. Okay, or 7. They like to get to this number 7 because 3.5. Or 3.14 rounded off to 3.5. So as you can see here, the easiest way to do it: tax the rich, rob the poor, order. So 5%, the only people that it really applied to was 5%, so it come on the news, and it didn't really apply to them because they're the ones that create this little magical plan, this in, out, and see the hidden. So, yeah, I hope you can make fun of that and have fun. Look at the agenda. It's got 19, COVID-19. I can now say that. They say that the COVID-19 pandemic is now null and void. Not null and void. It's still there. COVID is still there. Long COVID is still there. But COVID-19 as pandemic is over. But you can see this 19 as agenda. 19 is the number of wisdom. 9 plus 1, 10 is God's rule over earth. Well, 10, as a woman said, 10 is God's number 10 because it's the only complete whole number. It's 1 to be set apart outside. Do you know what I mean? Aligned. A line is a circle. A circle is a radius and a radius. Make circle. That's the 4 quadrants of the head that shapes and sculpts. At the end of the day, it's also looks like. Well, we'll leave that for another day. But there you go. Yeah. So what they're telling you about this 45% thing. It's a top 5% earners, and they just create a story from using the COVID, keeping on the COVID theme. Yeah, or Corona. Let's use Corona, because Corona, fully enough, Corona is also a banking term. Go and check. I want you to see that Monty Graph. Monty Graph Burns. Monty Graph Burns. Monty, is it Monty Burns? Monty Burns is your bank. Yeah. Excuse me, just chat and waffle there, mumbo jumbo. So corona is a banking term relating to money. The only bank relates to money. I want you to check it up. Corona is a banking term. So I used on my corona, my crown chakra here, to work out basically A to B connects to a variant, a variable, fixed rate variables, a variant or a variable. Variant is, that's the angle line curve. The valiant, I think multivalent intelligence alpha, I think multivalent. I think it's very simple to see. So we use 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. The first 3.14 to 5 decimal places. Therefore, they can create an infinite spin. Just a story to basically distract. Basically, useless knowledge for useless people. Just to know, let you know that there's something going down in the fiscal system behind the scenes. Plus with the war, and it's all about resources. None of these numbers or digits are anywhere go on about money and how we work with the stocks. It's about resources. Basically, nobody in and nobody out. That means if resources deplete, then the cost or price of them goes up. The moment they're arguing over resources, and they know they have to because of sustainability. None of these things are sustainable. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, they have a certain shelf life. So there, I hope you can see there, 4 and 5, which is a variance, A to B, B to A. They do the spin, 6, 6, photon, neuron, electron. That's how you receive the information. You receive the information by receiving a photon, electron, and a neutron through an electromagnetic frequency called the television, or probably could be the paper. You're still using photons, electrons, and neutrons. Here's the pen. It's the pen. You call it a pen, right? Yeah. Okay, we can all agree it's a pen. So photons, neutrons, and electrons, P-N-E, or pen, or penny mordant, if you like, penny, photon, neutron, electron, more. And here we go, more. So you can see that, yeah, there's 45 or 45. 4 is Earth shot. You can go and check that. Earth shot, it's called. Earth shot. That's related to Microsoft. Okay, so the banks, Microsoft, talking about this crypto, or what the one crypto will be, is what the maneuver is now, because it won't take you money if you basically go on certain cryptos and work out how to break the crypto system. That's why it's called cryptology. So yeah, there's basically a quick rundown on paper on why it's done why they had to do the 180-degree turn, why the news come up and said the bank has had to step in twice. Yeah, because 6 and 5 is also the next stage of a variant, 666. There, which is the mark of the beast, which is the mark of the resources, the veil. To see the veil, see under the veil, see multivalently. 5 is the number they like to use. Call me number 5, that's why I'm still alive. And there, 4 5s is having 4 5s is what? 20. 20 vision. 2 plus 2 is 4 again. Earth shot. 5 to 6 to get back to the earth shot. So yeah, enjoy. And I can't upload this to anything because it says I haven't got enough subscribers. There, because that's the kind of people these people are like. Do you know what I mean? Because they don't like this. Not a conspiracy theory. These are all checkable facts, especially through nudges, bits, whips, MMAs, moral military alert. Do you know what I mean? This is psychological intervention. We're in psychological warfare here. This is basically psychological warfare. Information, useless information, unless you can decipher the occult reasoning for it, which is to buy time, basically. While in the background, some cryptology or micro, all that Elon Musk stuff and why cryptology works through an AI system and all this. Now they can basically, you don't sign, never sign a contract. Never sign a contract, because you don't know who that contract is with. Usually it's the evil, corrupt system. There. As soon as you put your signature, everything, that's evil. Right, time to put the big lights off. Okay, as you can hear Mother in the background there, because we're living on the breadline. All praises to the Most High, all praises to the universe, all praises to knowledge, wisdom, fact, information, knowledge and wisdom. Skin. Ciao, baby. Senorita.